Hi there, this is Rob at Reason101.net, and I'm here to show off another patch creation of mine. This one is called the Kong FX Chain Builder, and I have three different variations of this patch. It's another pretty deep one. As you can see, it's pretty massive, but it has about 175 devices in it. And what does it do? Well, basically, it's all triggered by this main Kong, and you have one main filter chain or one main effects chain which goes from the filter to the delay to the distortion to the chorus to the phaser to another delay to another filter and then to the reverb. So these are all in sequence, and basically there's seven different slots on each of the pads. So when you play them, you'll have seven different effects on each of these pads in your chain. So it's a combination of a serial and parallel system. A serial system being one that goes linear from the filter to the delay and so on and so forth. And the other concept is that it's parallel in that you have seven different filters and seven different delays and seven different distortions and so on. Now, in order to do this correctly, Stereo Evo, great guy who alerted me to the fact that you can visualize all of this on a single vocoder, which is set to 8 bands. So when I press the filter, you'll see this band is going to rise, and it's going to keep rising through the sequence so that you can see where you are at with each of these effects. So it runs off the first 8 pads in Kong, and then you've got a couple of other different parameters up here which control different things. You can go, if you have the reverb on, you can have the decay of the reverb go down or up on pads 9 and 10. You also have an envelope pattern which goes down or up, and that's based on these two matrices. So if you press it down, the pattern goes down. If you press it up, the pattern goes up. And there's 25 patterns on each of the matrices, and you can switch between matrices by clicking this button here. This is A, this is B. This is matrix A, and this is matrix B. So that's basically the way it works. You also have the volume up and down if you want to tweak the volume while you're playing it. You also have 7 different panning slots on this pad 15, and you also have a method on pad 16 to switch to bypass it or to play the effects. So with that entailed, you also have a few different parameters up here on the combinator itself. Filter 1 frequency, filter 2 resonance, filter 1 resonance, filter 2 frequency, filter 2 resonance, and that's related to the filter 1 over here on pad 1 and the filter 2 on pad 7. So what I've done is I've set up a quick little Dr. Octorex drum loop, and I have 4 loops in here which when played, you can hear it. Okay, some different styles. And then there's a glitch on 4. So that's what we've got going on. So I'm going to play that through some of these systems, and basically you can set up your own effects chains, and you can create over 40,000 possibilities with this single device. One last thing to note, though, which I didn't say in the tutorial, is that there's a maximizer built in here in case you want. It's a master maximizer in case you want to push the input gain up or down in case your volume gets too loud, so or too soft, depending. So I'm just going to play around with it and showcase it, and then you can see what's going on with the sound. You can play it live, or you can connect the Kong up to a pad controller and then set another controller up to play the combinator parameters, the rotaries and buttons, and that way you can control both at the same time, because Reason 5 allows you to set up more than one controller on multiple devices. So let's play it, and then I'll let you listen to it, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. And the other thing, let me just mention this. The other thing is that you have an envelope generator, which is basically these patterns are based on the envelope that's going through, and you can turn it on or off here. You can also invert the envelope with button number 2, and you can also scale the pattern, or you can scale the envelope based not only on the envelope pattern but also on the mod wheel, so you can turn the amount up or down of the actual envelope, and I'll show you that in a second. So that's your envelope, which is affecting this filter as well as this filter here. But you can also affect it based on the pattern. You turn it on. And right now it's playing through this pattern, so you can switch that pattern by transferring the envelope pattern up. visualize the panning. So in order to see the panning, you'll have to go down to the panning mixer here. And when it's on slot number 7, it's not doing any, there's no panning applied, but all the other slots there is. So to get to slot number 7, I've got to go 2 more over because it goes in reverse. So that's how you can figure out the panning. And the last panning is really slow panning left and right. So that's the basics of how this Kong Effects chain builder works. And as you can see, you can build up your own chains. You can set it and forget it. You can play it live. You can do a lot of stuff with this. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough. I hope you come to my site at reason101.net. You can come and download it. And as always with Reason, try to keep it fun. And I hope that this opens up some new ideas for you. Thanks a lot for watching.